Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to another beautiful episode on the Train the Boys YouTube channel, the only YouTube channel where we talk about the raising of a boy child. And today we'll be discussing abusive parenting. This is something that really breaks my heart because I'm really so pained that a lot of parents in this generation, I'm so pained because this is 2020 and a lot of parents in this generation are making the same mistakes some parents made like decades and centuries ago. So I think this is one reason why this is so painful to me, and I want to talk about it. Particularly, what triggers this particular topic was the video that broke the internet, I think about 2 weeks ago, about a young boy that was destroying his mom's kitchen. And then there were a lot of people that were quick to say ill things about the boy, and they were quick to condemn him, and some were even cursing him, saying, oh, his children are going to do the same thing. But I was just looking at that video, looking at everything, and I knew there was something. Say something. You cannot try to raise a kid in 2020 using 1991 method. No way. These kids are exposed, they have a lot of information, they know what abuse means, they know, you understand? They can even put you in trouble as a parent. To think faster, you need to think ahead of them. You need to have proactive thinking. You don't allow their own character or the way they behave dictate the way you should behave. You should think faster, you should think ahead of them. Abusive parenting is when you directly or indirectly assault your child, emotionally, physically, financially, and in any aspect. And one funny thing about abusive parenting is that some parents are doing this thing because of how they were raised. Like, oh, this is how their parents raised them. Because if you are abusive towards your child, it's going to revolt, and you would know. And then you start wondering. That is why you see children stand against their parents and they speak. When their parents are talking, when their parents say one thing, they say 10. Just because they are already feeling that pressure of abuse. One thing we should note that your children are little people. They are human beings too. It's not like oh they are kids. They have their own feelings. They have they have everything. But the only difference is that they don't have enough experience to manage or navigate situations. But they are little people. They are human beings. So when you are dealing with them, you don't deal with them as if you are dealing with probably animals or pets or non-living things. They have feelings too. I just say this: if you have reason to do anything, always explain. You see my little boy, I started talking to him as younger. I can't even remember. I started talking to him as soon as I gave birth to him. Like, if I want to do something and I'll just leave, I can just say, oh, baby J, I'm coming. I need to do. I'm not telling him because if I leave he's going to beat me when I return or something. But I'm trying to start that thing now, that by the time he turns teenage, it's just going to be easy for me to sustain that energy. That's what I do. I tell him sorry, please. I'm not sure he understands yet, but all the things I say, he do listen, he do pay attention. He's saying that, oh, I'm a perfect parent or something. I'm just trying to make illustrations that when we start treating them as human, we treat them as if we are talking to your spouse, or don't look at them that, oh, they are kids, and then you treat them like trash, or you talk to them anyhow. You see, there are lots of adults today that are not close to their parents just because of this same particular abusive issue. Let's talk about the way abusive parents assault their kids. I already mentioned that it is not all abusive parents that know they are abusive, and also some are doing these things directly and indirectly. So these parents abuse their children physically by using violence, and in their own mind they think it's a discipline. When you grab your kids and then you start punching him, pin him to the wall, hit his head against the wall, all in the name of punishment. Excuse me, that is violence. That is not discipline. If you want to beat a child, you can probably get a cane or something and beat the child properly. Sincerely, most of the punishments, most of the discipline we had in the time past, most of them were abuse. How can a parent take blade and then you mark your child's body with blade and then you rub pepper because it's still 10 naira or 5 naira? You understand? And then when the boy heals of those things, how are you sure he's not going to steal 20 naira? So sometimes we need to address the real issue. Okay, why is this boy stealing? How do I manage it? Not another type of abuse is when you body shame your child, when you shame them, when you belittle them in the public. You know, the way God created us, He created us differently. You know, He's a wonderful God. And you look at your own child and then you probably start giving them funny names. And then you don't just call them those names at home, you call them in the public. No, that is not, it is not a very good kind of gesture. It is not a good gesture towards the children. How can you call your child probably, how can you call your child names, unprintable names in the public just because you want to spite them or you want to correct them? They're not going to listen that way. Some parents go as far as embarrassing their children in the public, amongst their friends, in the church. Everybody will be there, and then you know your child will be there, and then you look at it, and then you start calling them names. You are killing that boy's self-esteem. Please, let's learn to draw the line as parents. Let's learn to draw the line between discipline and abuse. Let's stop abusing our privileges as parents. God has given us these kids. He has given us these children for a purpose. Let's stop treating them like trash. There are a lot of people out there that are waiting and trusting God. And I know that God is going to answer them. They are trusting God for just one. That, okay, I want to nurture, I want to care. And then you have probably 5, 4. So let's talk about child neglect. This is another unique way where some parents also abuse their children. Let us join hands together as parents to raise these kids. We cannot continue to complain about vices and ills in the society and we are not doing our bit. And our bit is to raise responsible children in our different homes. The society is made up of families. Family is made up of father, mother, and children. So if you are not raising the children, and these children, I don't raise my children, this one is not training their children, everybody's neglecting their child, all these children will come to the society and constitute nuisance. We cannot possibly exhaust our discussion on abusive parenting. There are some parents are doing that I've not mentioned, and there are some that I've mentioned. I've only just mentioned the most popular one, or the ones that are frequently done. So please, let us adjust. And also, I would like to mention sexual abuse. Some parents also abuse their child sexually from home. When you expose them to things they're not supposed to see yet. How can a woman, a grown-up woman, pull up all her clothes and with his son, a 10-year-old boy, because they want to have photo shoots? That is sexual abuse. How can parents have sex, make loves in the home where you have kids? And then you are loud about it, shouting, screaming. For what? That is sexual abuse, because you are already, something is forming in their mind. They are wondering, what is happening here? What is this? What is all? You understand? So parents, we need to adjust in all these things. Then let me talk about what happens when you are. So then let me talk about what happens when you abuse your parental privilege. The first thing is that the children don't trust you anymore. They don't trust you. There's nothing you would say. There's nothing you would do. They don't trust you. When you talk to them, you just nod. But in their mind, they are very convinced that, oh, this person, no. I don't trust my dad, or I don't trust my mom. Another thing is that you lose their friendship. Not only that they don't trust you, they are not also your friends. They are friends with other people. They come closer, they become closer with other people. They grow up feeling worthless. You don't feel like they are enough because you've told them repeatedly, you are a bastard, you are a mistake, I gave birth to you by mistake, you are a stupid child, your father has run away, your mother is a useless. You have told them, and this keeps ringing in their head. Anytime they want to do something, they'll be like, well, I'm useless. My mom says this repeatedly, I'm useless. I was a mistake. I shouldn't have been given birth to. They feel worthless. So I don't know why parents want to do that to their kids. And thank you for watching today's episode. Do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on your notifications. And please leave a comment below. Until the next episode, do not stop training your boys. Bye.